Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Obduction. Off camera, I went ahead and moved us back to our next target, which is this door here, because we're trying to get onto this upper wall piece here, and that flickery sun is kind of a graphical bug. Given the way this thing interacts with the flow, I think if we rotate this propeller, come on propeller, work with me here, and put the upstream wing of the door into the water, we can get this thing to go back to the center position. Now we could go back to that door there if we wanted, but it's still locked and there's no real point. We also can't go through the wall there, but luckily in the last video we got into the mayor's office, which has shortcut doors on both edges of the wall as well as both sides of the wall, so that we can go anywhere we need to through there. Should have done between videos is extracted a picture of Farley's map so I can figure out where I am. I'm going to do that now. Luckily I am on a multiple display system here and can display that. So Alt print screen. There we go. Okay, behind Farley's. So now we can walk along this path here. I could have just gone out the wall side of the mayor's office and along there, but oh well. And we go down this rocky path here. There's a water tower. There's that thing. And sure enough, there's a telephone-looking puzzle here, which, if you weren't absolutely convinced that that was the right goal, that tells you here. So it's 7, 8. 7, 8. Alright, that lit up green, and now our elevator is enabled. And we have a shortcut to be able to get onto the side of the wall. Alright, if we go up from here, we end up in this upper room here. There's a TV hanging on the wall, and there's a newer TV hanging on the wall. There's a direct overlook of the tree and town and the wall. Out here we can see the bleeder, the rail yard, the junkyard, the sphere with the Kaptar swap machines over there. There's a big sphere there. There's a TV there and a dynamite plunger here, which does nothing. Elevator call button. Elevator. That video camera in the garage is putting a signal over here for some reason. Not sure exactly why they thought that was a good idea. Then there's a whole bunch of assorted gauges. Look like they're all measuring something. And they're labeled Hunrath, Murray, Kaptar, which are the names of the worlds, and Mofang, which is the name of the species for some reason. And that bulb has exploded. But not a lot to do here. That's the edge of the wall. Here's the mayor's office, and if we go down another layer, there's apparently the mayor's sleeping quarters. There's a phonograph here. Which plays part of the game's soundtrack. Toilet. A wire spool table, and here's the gadget that opens the tree gate. So we can now get to the tree. I think it would be very annoying if somebody wired my main access out of my bedroom to a lock somewhere else in the building. That would be kind of annoying. And we see this ginormous tree here, so let's go in, following the tube. There's lights hanging around. And listen to that pretty music. And we refill water into the tree pool here. And we see the roots start to react and get glowy stuff flowing through them. And this tree is now active. And going this way to this green thing, there's a wire and a hose. Manifold here connecting the hose from upstairs, from the water tower. And then another hose goes down this way towards the yellow thing, and one towards the red. Each one also has a wire. The wires all terminate at this World War II intercom or military radio thing, which looks a lot like the one we saw up at the top of the tower, connected to those gauges. So it's probably doing some sort of radio telemetry. Forgot to look at something here. There's not a whole lot we can do down here just yet. We do need to get this tree reconnected, this tree powered up, wet again. And we can watch that voltmeter slowly rising up from 15, up to 15 volts. When you go down into the base of the tree, it unloads part of Hunrath to fit that in memory. But needs to... So the loading screens of this thing are terrible. This machine has quite a bit of RAM, so I'm hoping we don't run into terribly long loading screens. And hopefully it's realized that it can keep a lot of data in memory. Okay, so we've been through the dome. We've got quite a bit of stuff opened. We've got the tree watered. Let's go in here and see what CW thinks we should be doing next. If you think that looks like a embedded video, that is actually an embedded video. Myst was notorious for having embedded QuickTime videos, and they wanted to keep the same feeling to the game, although it's a lot better quality video than they had in Myst, because when Myst was new, computers couldn't play that kind of video. Okay. So we need to go visit the other worlds and to get them connected up to basically turn on the water for each of the other 3 trees. So that means we need to head off towards the next one in the series. We found 2 swap machines so far. One goes to Murray, that jungle planet, and that swap machine is kind of in an isolated, bunkered off area we can't proceed from. So I guess we're going next to Kaptar. So let's see if we can find our way to Kaptar. I think I'll rotate that bridge back into position once we get... No, I want to do a few other things here in Hunrath first before we head out towards Kaptar. But let's go back up to the upper level here and deploy a ladder. Alright, so if we hit this button here, this lever, it swings this ladder down so we can now get to here from under the wall from there. But it also swung up this stop that was preventing the bridge from rotating in such a way that it would connect that side to there. If we do that, though, then we lose the ability to walk across this. But since we've got the ladder down and the elevator enabled, we don't need to ever go this way again. And since we've got the mayor's office opened up and Farley's house opened up, we can actually cross the wall in 2 places. So this is just a shortcut that we don't really ever need to use. So we could rotate it the other way in case we ever figure out how to get back there, or we can leave it alone. And I think I'm going to leave it alone for right now. I'm pretty sure we don't need to go in there until we're through with Murray. Right, so if we teleport here, we come out, let's see, we are behind Farley's house. And if we go down this path here, this takes us to that back wall, to that back path that we found the swap machine to Kaptar on. We could also while we're there, we need to activate the ramp that connects the upper scrapyard. And then we're off to Kaptar. We'll probably start Kaptar in the next video. I don't know how many that's going to take. But I think that's going to be close to it for this recording session. Yep, and then we're able to get into this area here. So I think after I do Kaptar, I'm going to do a little bit of work here in Hunrath. Get stuff positioned for Murray. Alright. So this will be over a little bit earlier than the other episodes. The last one I think may have run a bit long. But we'll see about that. We'll go ahead and swap to Kaptar now. Thanks for watching, and remember to tune in next time for more Let's Play Obduction.